update. 2 cases against the man accused of killing 2-year-old Amari Nicholson will now be combined. Terrell Rhodes did not appear in court today, but the case was in court. His attorney says Rhodes is still in quarantine. The 8 felony charges stem from police saying, the new charges, they say Rhodes grabbed an officer's gun and shot them, and they're now being added to his murder case. Police say Rhodes admitted to killing Amari, hiding his body, and lying about it for 2 weeks.
She's so fine, blows my mind.
What's good, guys? I wanted to do an update regarding the Amari Nicholson case coming out of Las Vegas. If you're unfamiliar, I will link videos in the description box to get you caught up. But Amari Nichols is the 2-year-old that went missing when his mother, Tayler Nicholson, went to Colorado to help care for her mother and left her child in the care of her boyfriend, Terrell Rhodes, and he went missing. And that's in quotations. He was found right around where he supposedly last was seen, and he was deceased. So now Terrell Rhodes is in jail. But I wanted to update this story because aside from the murder charges that are pending against Terrell Rhodes, he's also facing new charges because when they tried to arrest him, he acted a fool, and they charged him with resisting a public officer with a firearm and 4 charges of assault on a protected person with a deadly weapon. He didn't appear in court because he's in quarantine, but he is scheduled to actually appear in court on June the 1st. And that will be his arraignment date. Now, regarding the family of Amari Nicholson, I wanted to touch on that. This story came from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. It came out yesterday, wrote by Brianna Erickson. We still need closure. Family of slain toddler Amari Nicholson speaks. In front of dozens of rows of candles, teddy bears, messages, and toy cars, Amari Nicholson's dad let go of a handful of blue and white balloons. Quote, he was a beautiful spirit, said Jyrgio Hayes, who came from Reno and wore a shirt with a photo of him hugging his child. I love him and I always will. I want justice for him and everybody involved, end quote. The balloons floated up over the sign of Emerald Suites Apartments, where the 2-year-old lived with his mother and her boyfriend. Police announced on Wednesday that his body had been found in a nearby apartment complex. On Monday afternoon, his paternal family and friends came out of state to thank the media, the community, and Nevada Child Seekers for their help in the week-long search for the toddler. As traffic buzzed by on South Paradise Road, some cars honked in solidarity. Quote, even though we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, we hope that this raised awareness about how important children are, said one of Amari's aunts, Yolanda Everett, and how important it is that you protect your children, end quote. On April the 30th, Amari's mother, Tayler Nicholson, went to Colorado to assist her mother and left Amari with her boyfriend, Terrell Rhodes, police said. Rhodes, 27, is charged in the death of the toddler, who disappeared May the 5th. Days before the child was reported missing, she told Rhodes that she was going to break up with him, according to his arrest report. The suspect eventually told police that he hit Amari after the toddler urinated in his clothes, and that he was so upset he struck the child 3 to 4 times with a closed fist, the report said. At some point, Amari turned blue and purple in the face and stopped breathing. Rhodes also is charged with 4 counts of resisting. It's going to go into his charges there. But it says Las Vegas Homicide Lieutenant Ray Spencer said Rhodes grabbed an officer's gun as he was being taken into custody in a police interview room. Zach Hayes Ramos, another aunt, said she felt the spirit of Amari guided them throughout the search. The search was going to be expanded from the area where he lived, but Amari didn't let that happen, she said. Quote, we were always steps away from him, from where he was. The garbage was never emptied. The garbage was scheduled to be emptied, she said. He was there. He cried out to all of us at times. He removed every blockage that was in our way, end quote. Rhodes did not appear in court early Monday for a hearing and is expected to be quarantined for 2 weeks at the Clark County Detention Center, where he is being held without bail. After the court's hearing, Amari's paternal family members and friends stood outside the courtroom wearing vibrant shirts depicting Amari as an angel. The shirts were printed with his picture and read, quote, "Fly high, baby Amari," end quote, and, quote, "You are loved," end quote. His aunts called for accountability and for changes to the Amber Alert law. Police said Amari's case didn't meet the requirements under Nevada law. Quote, "We're here because we still need closure," Everett said. "We're coming from all over the country just to show him that Amari had options. He had people that cared about him, and he did not have to go this way. So we want to see Terrell Rhodes in court," end quote. Another court hearing is set for Tuesday. So, not only did he act a fool when he was arrested, Terrell Rhodes, but he cut up inside the interrogation room as well. A real piece of work. But I did take notice of the elephant in the room, that it doesn't mention anything about Tayler Nicholson being at this balloon release at all. I know it was his paternal family, but still, like, you would think that she would want to be there. Just a little strange to me. But this case really touched me in a strange way. I got really wrapped up in it. Really wanted to see Amari found alive. Really didn't want to believe that he had done anything to him. But unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. I can't imagine a 27-year-old man striking a 2-year-old with a closed fist for using the restroom on himself. Like, what about that made him so angry that he would do that to that child? It's a scary, scary world that we live in. So if nothing else, for all the women and all the men out there, before you leave your children with somebody that you think you know, please think about that again. Please think about it again. Because it's a scary world we live in, and sometimes the person you're with is not who they really claim to be. It's almost like the Cheshire Cat, you know. It's not what you think it is, and it's scary. But I just wanted to bring this update because I know a lot of people were really following this case, not just me. And I'm going to continue to follow it on out. But thanks for watching, guys.